Hello, everybody, and welcome to the city, beautiful Orlando, Florida. We are live at Camping World Stadium. I'm Drew Fellios alongside Jason Powers in a very special event we have here today. The Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Some of the best high school senior talent across the country playing in their final game at the high school level before going off to the college level, and some will actually go off into retirement as well. Nonetheless, should be interesting. Jason, we have two games, and this should be awesome watching this take place in an awesome venue like Camping World Stadium.
No, it's a great venue. It's a holiday week. Again, kids get an opportunity to showcase themselves one more time. We even heard a story earlier in the week about a kid signing a scholarship in the hotel room based on this high school all-star experience. So it's going to be a great experience. Kids from all over the country playing here today.
A little bit of a late start here this afternoon, but again, a very fun atmosphere and a great game we have. Kekoa, the Courageous, take on the Hanohano Honorable as we are underway here. Let's go down to the field. And the team in white will take over Hanohano, the Honorable, coached by Zach Crissup. So they'll start at the 25-yard line and work out of the shotgun. How about a little reverse action?
Started off.
Here to start, and this is Graylin Spring. Not much there, though. Well played by the defense of the Kekoa Courageous.
Nice job there. You're going to see in this all-star game, these kids have only been together 4 or 5 days with the coaches. They've only had a couple of practices. You're going to see some pretty basic formations, some pretty standard plays, but a little trickery as we come out the gate.
4 wide receivers. Should see a lot of offense here this afternoon. Toss it. Ball is caught. Be about a 4-yard pickup. Again, nice tackle made. 23, Braden Heath made the stop, and it was number 80, Graylin Spring, again touching it.
A couple modifications, fans at home, in this all-star game. We're not going to allow any motion by the offense. So you're not going to see any guys in motion. You also are not going to be able to see any empty sets. So there's always going to be a back in the backfield. You're going to see a lot of offense, a lot of throwing the ball. You're going to see your traditional spread offense. And we got a nice catch there for a first down out to the 35.
Good hands that time, and good job reaching out by Spring. Connor Whitson is the quarterback for Hanohano. So Whitson will come out, and now we'll get a chance to see a little creativity here. Actually, he'll hustle right back onto the field and now work with 3 wide receivers. Hand it off, and this one taken to the 35-yard line. Not much there. Again, played well, that interior line for Kekoa. They've got some big boys up there, and they're led by 64, Amaterio Hernandez, who made the play.
And defensively, some of the special modifications for this all-star game, 4-man defensive front, so you're going to see a 4-man front all the time, and you're not going to see any blitzing. Teams are not allowed to blitz on defense.
Whitson, throw a little bit high and incomplete. Well covered that time. Charles Cameron, the defensive back out of Los Angeles, California, came a long way here to the Sunshine State. We got players from all over the country here, heavily represented, Jason, on the West Coast.
Yes, you have a lot of guys from the West Coast. This bowl game has traditionally been in Hawaii, so obviously with the Hawaii Tiki Bowl as the title sponsor, coming to Orlando this year, and so you have a lot of West Coast kids. But you have kids from all over the place.
Whitson across his body. That's a dangerous throw. And it was telegraphed and broken up. Charles Cameron again playing a little defensive back.
Connor Whitson comes from where I used to live, my part of the country, Saraland, Alabama. So I know that area very well. So Connor's come from Alabama. You got, like I said, you have kids from California, Oregon, all over the Southeast, all over Texas, the Midwest. So it's a great job here. Modified special teams. We got our first punting situation. We're not going to have any live rushes. We're going to snap the ball to the punter. We're going to let the punter punt it, and we're going to let the return man catch it. And then we're going to add on 10 more yards from where that return man catches the ball.
Yeah, certainly want to minimize the injuries here in this special game as they'll mark it about the 29-yard line, and the Courageous.
We'll move it up 10 more yards.
Of Kekoa will take over right there. So make it, the 39, call it the 40, and our officials a little bit late arriving here today, but
Orlando traffic here. Drew, Orlando traffic is not good around here.
I'll tell you what, it is something else, but we are glad that everybody here safely having a great time in this game. Jacob Porteous, quarterback for Kekoa, really excited to watch what he can do. Run the football. And a good effort that time. It'll be about a 3-yard gain.
Nice push there by the offensive line. Again, you're going to see some very basic formations. You're going to see some basic blocking scheme. It's going to be a lot of one-on-one matchups. You're not going to see a lot of trickery and all that stuff with schemes. It's going to be man-on-man. You know, these are all-star players. These are all good players. So you're going to see, you know, which kid's the better player, offensive, defensive lines. And another thing you're going to see in this game, Drew, a lot of versatility. A lot of these kids play different positions for their high school teams. You're going to see some guys playing different spots on the offensive and defensive lines, linebacker, skill position. So you'll see a good variety there.
Another run right up the gut. Not going to get much. Covered well. So that was 21, the ball carrier. Gunnar Yates out of Kekoa, Oregon. Jacob Porteous, the quarterback out of Petaluma, California. High praise from his head coach, Mike Magistrelli, who's also the head coach at St. Ambrose University in NAIA play. A 3rd down here and 2. Try and run it again.
Nice job.
And they'll have a 1st down. Needed to get to midfield. Got just past it to the 49.
We're playing standard high school rules. We're playing everybody's live to get hit. So these quarterbacks, if they decide to run, they're free game to get hit. So you're not going to see any modifications there. Once they snap the ball, it's a normal high school game or a game that we're used to watching where everybody's going to get hit and can block and all the good stuff that they do.
Fake this one. Toss it out. Well-designed play. And spinning. Nicely done by Gunnar Yates. He's got it to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Kekoa.
Nice tackle there by Micah Turner, keeping that play to a minimal gain. Could have been a huge play if he breaks that tackle, but nice job there by Turner getting him down.
Going to mark it at the 36. Keep in mind these teams have not had a lot of practice time, not a lot of time, Jay, to insert plays into that playbook, but what they have, they certainly plan to maximize.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of the same plays by both teams, same formational type things. It's just a matter of who can make the play and who can block the right guy and create the openings and create the yardage.
Hard count that time, and it's Yates. I'll tell you what, this is a really impressive running back. Gunnar Yates out of Oregon. Plays running back, plays a little safety, hoping to show a few dimensions to his game that maybe he didn't showcase during the regular high school year.
Again, all these kids come from different programs. We don't know what the state of their high school team was, so you're going to see a lot of different kids that are hungry. There's going to be opportunities out here. A lot of these kids are going to be kids at Division I AA, Division II, Division III schools are going to be looking at. We just passed the first signing period, so you're going to see a lot of these kids that are going to be on some of these rosters. We're going to have a false start here by the offensive line.
So that'll push it back 5. Mark it at the 35-yard line now. Going to be a 2nd down and a little more than 9 yards. 73 degrees, overcast skies here today in Orlando for the Hawaii Tiki Bowl.
What a beautiful venue to play in. The Citrus Bowl here. So many famed college games that have played here over the years, bowl games and such for these kids to get to play here.
Porteous tried to go over the middle, and it's incomplete. Had a couple guys that looked like they were open. Ball wound up in the hands of Ross Sharping, the wide receiver out of Imperial Beach. Take a look at the beautiful venue here, the Camping World Stadium. They've hosted some great events here. They host right now the Citrus Bowl, the Cheez-It Bowl. Just a couple weeks ago, the Pop Warner Super Bowl. And before that, the Great Florida Classic. FAMU and Bethune-Cookman getting together for that annually. So 3rd down here for Jacob Porteous. Long situation here in this first quarter. Just underway, Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Run it right.
Run.
And there's Yates again delivering a blow. Got it to the 26-yard line and may have enough for a 1st down. He is impressive.
It's going to be just short. It's going to be 4th and 1. Just short, nice 9-yard gain there, but a powerful run there by Yates, turning the corner.
Take a look one more time.
Nice job of lead blocking there.
So right here, Jay. All right, got it from the 27. Need a yard. What do you do?
More Yates. Though this will be the time if you're going to fake it to have the QB keep it, you're probably going to have an easy first down around the left side if you want to fake the go on a hard count.
Going to give it to Yates. Can he get outside? Yes, he will. Just barely got there. Was in hot pursuit. It's Caden Roden made the tackle for Hanohano.
Again, they've obviously quickly identified Mr. Yates as the lead back here for the Kekoa team. So you'll see different guys running the ball today, but obviously Yates is going to get the first opportunity here on this first drive and doing a great job.
Impressive drive here to start for the Kekoa Courageous. Porteous once again wants to throw. Right now in a groove, and so is Yates. He takes it close to the 15. That's 9 more. Close to another first down. 21 has carried it here on this first drive.
Absolutely.
So a guy like Gunnar Yates, Jay, put that much more on your highlight tape.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time to find a collegiate institution to showcase your skills.
I promise you there's coaches all over the country watching. We were talking to Coach Magistrelli in the pregame, talking about he has contacts with 30 or 40 coaches around the country at different levels that are looking for players. And I guarantee, Coach told us he's signed 3 guys in the last couple of years from this game.
Second down. They have lived with that running game. This is going to be stacked up, though. That is a nice job on the interior. And that inside, not very big on that inside is this team from Hanohano, but big number 90, Kadarius Tave, out of Tyler, Texas, got there first.
That's right. Texas boy. Fackrell got bottled up in the backfield. Blew that. Great job blowing that play up in the backfield there.
Well, that was really impressive.
Tyler, Texas has produced a ton of college kids over the years. I believe that's the home of one Earl Campbell.
Third down. Porteous, ball on the ground, got to pick it up.
Nice job.
Ball throws it away. And luckily, was not a disaster play for Kekoa.
Okay, nice job there by Porteous. It was a blown-up play with the bad snap, but a nice job salvaging the play, not taking a long loss. Now you're still in a manageable 4th and 5.
So the question is now, do you send on the kicking crew? Looks like Kekoa going to try and
they are.
kick a field goal here.
Absolutely should send on the kicker, Drew. Come on.
Of course, that's your favorite position. Ethan Itul was out on the field before warm-ups, during warm-ups, and after warm-ups, practicing for this situation. This is a make it 37-yard field goal.
And we're not going to rush here, Drew. We're going to let him snap it and hold it and kick it. No rush. Kick.
And it's up and good. So Kekoa able to get on the scoreboard. Nice-looking drive for the Courageous. Seeing some really good defense so far in this game. And a 3-0 lead.
Good. Give credit to the snapper and the holder there, too. Again, limited practice time, not a whole lot of rhythm and all that and timing, so good job there by the snapper and the holder.
Drew Fellios alongside Jason Powers. And for those of you who do not know Jason, former college football player, played at Florida State and UAB. And Jason, you kind of took the long road to lock on with these programs, so you know what it's like to be in the shoes of a lot of these young men still looking for a place to play. What advice would you give them through the process?
Keep working hard. This is the time of the year, this December time period. It's obviously signing time for a lot of the big schools. So a lot of these kids, if they've not already signed somewhere, they're probably going to have to wait a couple more months. You're probably going to have to wait till mid-February to probably lock on with somebody. But there's tons of opportunity out there, Drew, around the country. It's not just about playing at Texas or Alabama or Oklahoma or Florida State. There's schools all over the country that play great Division I AA football, great Division II, great Division III. I know you've done some work with the NAIA. There's lots of opportunity for kids out there to play football.
And it's not just, don't just fall in love with the biggest institution, right? Go to the place where you're going to have the most opportunity.
Yes, exactly. Not every kid's going to play it. You hate to say it, not every kid's going to play at Alabama or Florida State. Not every kid wants to play at Alabama or Florida State, whether it's academically, socially, whatever. All these little schools around the country, all these mid-level size schools are where there's opportunity galore.
Elijah Edwards checks in as the running back, and the ball taken by Whitson. Whitson tosses it out. Well designed as the quarterback shows his stuff. And it was Isaiah Ofierio out of Oxford, Maine, with the catch, and he got it close to a first down.
And Isaiah is a great example of a guy that plays probably both ways on his team. He's listed as a linebacker, as a fullback. You know, I guarantee he's probably playing all those positions for his high school team moving forward.
So good job by Ofiero. And now 2nd and 1. Hand this one off. And this is Edwards. Elijah Edwards, good move. And he'll take it near the 40. So that'll move the chains. And this Hanohano offense looks like it is about to get rolling.
Yep.
This team coached by Zach Chrisup. Out of Northeast Oklahoma A&M. Hanohano once again with Whitson. Whitson tosses it long.
Nice catch.
Oh, what a catch. Inside the 35-yard line. And right now, that bench is live as well. That's Dominic Irizarry out of Houston, Texas.
Great catch in traffic. The corner was undercutting it, and you had the safety over the top, and Dominic just went up and just made a great athletic play. Go high point that ball. Great job there, Dominic.
It's about as good a catch as you can make over the shoulder. And now a little confidence for Connor Whitson, starting to feel comfortable down on the field, pulling the strings. Hand this one off. Let his running back do the rest. Elijah Edwards. Edwards out of Carrollton, Texas. And he gets nearly 10. They say he went out of bounds about the 27, so it's going to be about 2nd down and 3.
You're going to again. Today you're going to see a lot of offense, folks. You're going to see a lot of big gains because again, schematically you're not going to see a lot of things trickery on defense. You're not going to see any blitzing, so you're going to see a very basic set. So this is a very much advantageous to the offense.
Whitson wants to throw again.
Ball's
he's
out.
in trouble. The ball comes out, and it's going to be recovered by Kekoa. So a big play made, fumble recovered by Kelvin Squires. Big defensive end from the West Coast, comes from the state of Washington. Good instincts, and it is courageous ball.
Nice job there, punching it out. Whitson was trying to scramble out to the right, and the ball got punched out from behind it. A nice job there with the recovery by Kekoa. First turnover of the game.
Biggest challenge, Jay, or one of the big challenges in a game like this, of course, so many talented players, but coming together for the first time, trying to get a feel for each other and where each other is going to be.
And here's a key thing, too. All these kids have probably been the better kids on their team. They're having to play with other kids of the same talent level or better than them to some degree. So that competitive edge is, I think, what you're going to see here as the game moves along, is the competitiveness between these guys that are such good athletes.
Certainly trying to find each other's strengths here with one game to do it. This is Porteous. He'll take it forward, pick up about 3 yards. So very athletic quarterbacks we're watching here in this game. Micah Turner out of West Memphis, Arkansas, made the stop.
And I'm interested to see what the matchup between the defensive line and the offensive line, because you're not going to have blitzing, you're not going to have, so it's going to be 5 against 4. I'm going to be very interested to see how these guys hold up over the course of these next 3 quarters plus. Because usually in these all-star games, if you get pressure on the quarterback, it kind of blows up these offenses.
3 wide receivers now for Porteous. Time to throw. Lofts it. Sideline.
Nice
Good
catch.
mix-up down there. Oh, what a grab. Ball reeled down by Noah Noyola out of Hanford, California.
Great catch. And equally great coverage. Great coverage there. He runs a go route here. A simple little go route. Excellent coverage by the DB. And just goes up and makes the play.
How about that throw, too, by Porteous? Dropped it right into the breadbasket.
Tomaselli with great coverage there as the corner for team honorable. I mean, first quarter in the books.
So the Hawaii Tiki Bowl, brought to you by Gridiron Productions, the great crew from Gridiron, our host here this afternoon. And another great event for them. There you see the @ for Gridiron Productions. Has very entertaining first quarter of play. The Kekoa Courageous in the navy and orange, and the Hanohano Honorable right there, the team that is in white. Of course, you see all the helmets from the respective high schools all over the country, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, North, South, Jay.
What a job by Joel Hill putting this game on every year.
Just tremendous. The work that he has put in, making sure that this is a first-class event. Great crowd on hand as family and friends coming into town, watching their loved ones compete in this great event. So the Courageous now we'll go the other way here as we begin quarter number 2. This is Porteous. He'll hand it off. Not much running room there, but bouncing off that right tackle, taking it up for 8. Nicely done. Good job keeping the nose down that time. And that's Michael on the carry.
Good job popping it outside. The run was designed to go up the gut. It got blown up in the backfield. He bounced it outside and gained 8.
Yeah, that's Kamari Michael out of Northridge, California in the backfield. So many different skill players touching it here in this game. Here's Michael again. Does he get the first down? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a first down. Yep, first down.
Got tripped up. Micah Turner was there quickly. But they will, no, I think they're going to mark it a little short, Jay. No, they will say it is a first down.
Got a 5-man high school crew here today from the Orlando area doing a fine job here helping us out.
Mark it now, 38-yard line. Porteous fakes it, takes it himself. Looks for a hole. And not much there. Charlie Ferris there to take him down near the 35. It'll be second down there.
Again, when you're playing the spread offense, everybody has a job on the defensive side. The safety, the linebackers, they've got a responsibility. Nice job there holding their ground, making the tackle, making it a minimum gain of 3.
Get a good chance, too, as these quarterbacks will have the opportunity to showcase what they can do with their legs, not just their arm.
And I think you're going to see a lot of man-to-man. You can see these DBs are pressing these receivers. You're going to see a lot of man coverage with the corners because
Porteous.
Nice throw.
Faked it, threw it. It's
Nice.
Michael. Ball is out.
Nope.
Able to recover. They're going to say it's inbounds there at the 37-yard line.
Great hit.
And Hanohano will have the football.
Great form tackle there, jarring the ball loose, and a great job recovering that ball without going out of bounds by Hanohano.
So seen a couple critical turnovers on both sides early in this game. Of course, the turnover battle, always so key.
Sure.
On any level of football, especially, though, in an all-star game like this.
Yeah, ball security is always, again, and that's something you hate to say it, but that's something these coaches that are recruiting this game want to see. They want to see ball security, the ability, and on the opposite side, they want to see the ability to tackle and jar the ball loose, create turnovers. Nice job there by Hanohano getting the ball back.
So first down, give Nasir Canty a chance to do something with it. This is a big, physical running back. He's going to get a chance to showcase what he can do as a ball carrier.
Yes, that is a grown man right there running the ball.
So Nasir Canty out of Carpentersville, Illinois. Again, you see players like this, too, that if you're a scout, you come out, wait a minute, who's that guy? I didn't have him on my recruiting chart.
And again, a lot of these kids may come from places that the coach doesn't do a great job helping them get recruited, doesn't do a good job getting information out, filming, those kind of things. This is a great opportunity to have another opportunity for somebody to see you on film.
Another impressive run by Canty. He ran over about 2 Kekoa defenders that time as the chains move. And Hanohano, again, he's got something cooking here in the second quarter.
Canty 6'2", 200. He looks like he's bigger than 200 pounds.
So first down. Line of scrimmage, the 48. Fake it. Whitson now takes it himself. He runs into a wall, surges forward. Tell you what, it's really physical down there right now as well. 64, Emeterio Hernandez was like a brick wall on that play.
Stood up Whitson right between the numbers there and stood him up and sent him backwards.
See 64 right there, middle of your screen. A lot of these big
with
guys.
The pink socks. Got the pink socks on.
A lot of them going both ways, too.
Yes.
Offensive line,
Yep.
defensive line.
Yep. Again, these rosters are only about 30 to 32 kids per roster, so you're going to have a lot of opportunity to play. And like you said, guys are going to have to play both ways. Canny right there.
Here's Canny, this time stacked up, though. And it was Owen Ocampo out of Chula Vista, California.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Canny's getting an unsportsmanlike right there, throwing the ball at the defensive player. Ocampo made a nice play. That's going to be 15 on Canty.
What we saw also in the pregame, emotions running really high. These guys, it's not just about shining and putting great highlights on tape. They want to win this game.
Absolutely.
They came a long way, a lot of them.
And here's the other thing. A lot of these kids paid their own way to come to this game. They weren't. This is not a paid vacation. They're investing in themselves. Their families are investing in them. But you do got to play.
Whitson gets to the outside. Got a little bit of room. Tosses it downfield.
Oh.
Intercepted. Another big play made, and it's Noah Noyola.
Yep.
Still on his feet. Down to the 41-yard line. Kekoa with another forced turnover.
Whitson in the first quarter got away with throwing one across his body. He did not get away with it that time. Threw it across his body into triple coverage. Nice job there by the DBs. Nice job on the tip drill. And Noyola runs up the right sideline inside to right about the 41-yard line. Take what the defense gives you, Drew. That's always, if you're the QB, we always want the big play, but if the defense gives you 8 or 10 or gives you a running lane, you got to take what the defense gives you and don't force it into triple coverage.
I thought that Whitson, too, was very close to the line of
crossed the line.
scrimmage.
He crossed the line, it looked like to me.
When he let that ball go. Nonetheless, Kekoa, first down, 41-yard line. And now back to the ground game. Showcasing 35. It's Carson Joe, running back out of Medford, Oregon. You know Jay is thrilled to be here in Central Florida.
No, I met him on the field in pregame. Good kid. Talked to him for a couple minutes. And, he's very excited about being here. And, again, another opportunity for Carson to showcase himself.
Always remember times like this in your high school career, growing up.
Yeah.
When the world's changing right before your eyes, you're changing, you're getting ready to take that next step. It's such an important time in a young athlete's career.
And this crop of seniors has had to deal with something that most of us never had to deal with. They played during the COVID era where they had to deal with all the different changes and reschedules and things like that we've all had to deal with in COVID. But as a high school athlete during this era, been very challenging.
Run it one more time. Lots of speed trying to get to the outside there. So number 22 with his first touch. That's Joseph Naple out of Colorado Springs.
Fierro with a great swipe tackle there with the trip up, or he would have gained even more yards than he did. But again, the COVID era has affected this group of seniors in a way that most seniors haven't had to deal with. Because they've literally had to play 2 years of COVID. And some of these kids some of their schools may not even played high school football during the COVID era, depending on what part of the country they were from. With as many shutdowns and things like that we all went through.
No chance on this play. Just absolutely swallowed up. Kadarius Tave once again showing that he is a man among boys here today.
He blew that play up, no doubt about it. Great job there as the defensive lineman. As the nose tackle. Kind of the 3 technique, kind of the Warren Sapp kind of position there. He's playing that nose tackle position.
Kind of like Ndamukong Suh.
Yep.
Kadarius Tate, that's the second big play that he has made. And it's a 4th down here for Kekoa, Jay. Hey, why not take a shot on the 39-yard line?
Absolutely, you go for it here, no doubt. No doubt about it. You go for it here.
So Jacob Porteous, once again, 2 running backs. Looks to his right, again under pressure, eludes Cave. Still keeping the play alive, throwing it downfield and incomplete. Great coverage downfield. by this Hanohano honorable defense, and it was Demir Salmons from Philadelphia who was able to cover a lot of ground that time.
Absolutely. Great coverage there by Hanohano. Nice job by Porteous creating more time, more space, rolling out to the right. But again, nice coverage there by Hanohano and Salmons in particular.
So as much as we love offense, kind of like last night with the Buccaneers and Saints, seeing a lot of defense here on the field.
Easier,
at Camping World.
from a schematic perspective, easier to execute defensively than it is sometimes offensively, because defensively you just want your guys to go be athletes, go make a play. There's not a whole lot of thinking you have to do, whereas offensively you have to be in the right spot, you have to be in the right formation, things like that are a little more challenging on short practice times.
Run the football here, Elijah Edwards. Nice job on that second effort. Get about 2. Up to the 42-yard line. Make it the 43. Hawaii Tiki Bowl, brought to you by Gridiron Productions. Drew Fellios, Jason Powers, here from Camping World Stadium. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Christmas just a few days away as we get ready to head into 2022. What an interesting sports year it has been as well. Run this one along the right side. And those holes starting to open as Edwards has his number called once again.
Yep. Nice run there. Bounced it outside to the right. Nice job blocking there by the right tackle there. Number 52, Lubbock Baker, creating that alley to the outside with the new first down.
So on this drive, seeing a new quarterback here for Hanohano is Chase Watts. Young man out of Paris, Arkansas, right now under center for the Honorable. Watts will keep it himself. Try and get to the outside. Oh, that's an unorthodox play. Kind of like a, oh, man.
That's an RPO. That's your classic RPO right there. He read the defense, didn't have anywhere to go, and I think he more threw that ball away than anything else. But nice job there, not taking the sack. I mean, the RPO game has revolutionized high school and college football here the last 10 years, and it's crazy to think how many more of these kids are doing this stuff in middle school and high school now than ever before.
That was a Patrick Mahomes type play.
Yeah.
Here's Watts. Steps up. Rifles it. Sideline. Got a man out there. It's caught, but it's going to be out of bounds.
Nice catch, but he was clearly out of bounds. Nice job there.
Great effort by Ofiero, but pressed up against that sideline. And tell you what, that's some good hands.
I'm impressed by Ofiero's hands. For a guy that looks like he's a linebacker, he's got pretty good hands there for a fullback linebacker kind of guy who they got playing in the slot too. They got him playing outside. I don't think at the college level he'll be playing receiver. He'll be a linebacker, fullback kind of guy. It looks like for me, just looking at his body type. But good hands, great hands.
Watts again, rolling left. Incomplete. Had a good idea, tried to squeeze it in there. Good coverage by Braden Heath that time.
For you NFL fans, Ofiero reminds me of a guy like Kyle Juszczyk for the 49ers, kind of that hybrid running back. Guy like Tom Rathman back in the day, played for the 49ers a long time ago. Great hands, can do a lot of different things. Block, run, catch.
So this brings up 4th down and 10. And Jay, very interesting special teams situation here today.
As long as the return man catches it, they're going to give him 10 more yards on a return. But if he doesn't catch it, then wherever it goes out of bounds, they're going to, so boom, he catches it. Now we're going to add 10 more yards onto the end of that kick as a return for Team Kekoa as we go to the 2:22 mark of the second quarter.
So the Hawaii Tiki Bowl, game that was traditionally played in the beautiful state of Hawaii, the islands, moved to Central Florida here, and the Camping World Stadium in the city beautiful Orlando, Florida. Of course, I know the folks in Hawaii are bummed, but we're thrilled to be able to have this event in the Sunshine State, be able to host it. And these two teams really soaking in the experience. A lot to do around here. Disney World nearby, Universal Studios, so much more here in Central Florida. It's Kekoa ball once again.
Going for it all here.
going for that home run. It's going to be incomplete out there. So Jacob Porteous trying to test that secondary, which stood up to the task for Hanohano.
Talking to Carson Joe in the pregame, he was telling me they went to Universal Studios with their first one of their days here. They all came here Thursday of last week, so they got to enjoy a little Universal Studios. They've had a couple days of practice, and of course, obviously, the beautiful weather we've had here in Central Florida here as we approach Christmas.
Got to ask you a Universal guy or Disney guy?
I'm a Disney guy.
I think I'm a Disney guy too.
But if Universal's giving me free tickets, I'm going to go to Universal. I'm going to go to Universal too.
They're both great.
That's right. No, they do a great job around here with all the entertainment.
This is Yates, and he'll take it up across the 35-yard line. Good tackle made there by Alex Perez out of Milton, Massachusetts.
And as we get towards the 2-minute drill time of the quarter here, the rules of this game are you can't really go up tempo. So it'll be interesting to see how judicious they are with allowing them to go a little more up tempo here in the last couple of minutes of the half.
Yeah, Mike Magistrelli, the great head coach for Kekoa, told us about just keeping things simple, not trying to complicate the process here this afternoon, trying to just give these young men the platform, the opportunity
showcase
to
themselves.
Succeed.
Absolutely.
Put them in the best positions as possible, and that is definitely happening.
This is Coach Magistrelli's 9th year doing this, coaching in this game. So, I mean, he's got a great relationship with the Tiki Bowl committee and the people, the guy, and Joel Hill who runs this bowl. So, great job by Coach Magistrelli committing to doing this. And as a college coach, that's just another avenue for him recruiting-wise. He gets a free look at kids for 3 or 4 days.
Porteous fakes the handoff.
Nice.
He's got a man
Yates.
wide open. It's Yates. Get it into his hands and just watch him go across midfield to the 47. And Kekoa is in business here with under 2 minutes.
Yates is a football player, Drew. Somebody better find a place for that kid on their roster because this kid can play football. This guy can do it all. He's got some elusiveness. He's got some good hands, got a little bit of speed, and got a little bit of power too.
Ideal as a third down back or maybe an every down back. Really like what he can do. And they'll hand it to him one more time. Yates, great vision. Yep. And did the knee go down there? I believe it did.
Yep.
So Porteous
catching the off-center snap there. A little bit off. And again, you would think this would be basic stuff, but again, you're not used to snapping it to a new guy. You're not used to the guy next to you.
That's a big play too, Jay. That's a 5-yard loss.
And the clock's running. It's an inbounds play. It's going to keep the clock running. Because Yates had some room to run there.
Make it second down here for Jacob Porteous. Played a pretty good first half.
Oh, nice
Over
catch.
the middle. Intercepted.
Nice play.
Jadarius Brown holding things up. Let's see if he tries to return this one. Keeping the play alive. And Hanohano gets it right back with 45 seconds left to play in the first half.
Great job by Brown undercutting that crossing route. You see him, he just baits him into that throw. Nice job by Brown. Brown's from Willis, Texas.
Yeah, ball was intended for Sharping, but Jadarius Brown read that like a children's novel.
Kind of reminded me of last night if you watched the Bucs-Saints game at the end. Gardner Johnson for the Saints undercut the Tom Brady pass late in that game. Very similar.
So first down here. Going the other way.
You got a chance here. You only need about 20, 25 yards that you can attempt a field goal. So you don't have to score a touchdown here.
Whitson
corner
rifles it, and this one is incomplete. Looking towards the sideline, and just ran out of room that time. Well covered as well. That will stop the clock. 38 seconds.
Got a flag down. Probably going to have holding.
And I believe that's the first penalty that we've seen here.
There's only been a couple. Yep. That's a spot foul, so they're going to go 10 yards from the spot of the foul there. It's a little different in high school than it is college in the NFL, so it's a spot foul. So that's a big loss there for Hanohano.
Camping World Stadium here on a Monday afternoon. Great to have you with us. Drew Fellios, Jason Powers, as Hanohano has the football from the 39. Chance to get some points on the board here before intermission. Connor Whitson out of Saraland, Alabama, is the quarterback for the Honorable. Under some pressure, and he'll go down.
Wow. That's your guy again.
Big number 64, Emeterio Hernandez out of Douglas, Arizona on the sack.
That is your guy with the pink socks. He just blew up that whole interior of the offensive line. The more I think about it, Hernandez might have been the guy. Remember when he came out in the pregame with the scream? I think that was Hernandez that came out with the emotion when we started this game. They're going to let the clock run here. It's probably smart here. Let the clock run out.
Yeah, clock now at 5 seconds. I'm not sure they're going to get another playoff, and they will. Whitson will look downfield, just throw it up.
No.
And it's going to be incomplete.
Yep.
So that will do it for the first half. Kekoa 3, Hanohano nothing here at the Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Jason, final thoughts here after the first 20 minutes of action.
About what I expected. I didn't expect a ton of points. I expected a lot of back and forth. You had a couple turnovers. Again, some very good defensive plays. Guys wanting to make plays. I think you're going to see more of the same. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but you're going to see a lot of offense between the 20s. It's going to be hard to score once you get into the red zone because of the lack of practice time.
So we will step away and bring you the second half in just about 10 minutes. We will see you soon here on Gridiron Productions YouTube page, the Hawaii Tiki Bowl. And we welcome you back to Camping World Stadium. Drew Fellios alongside the former Florida State Seminole and UAB Blazer, Jason Powers. It's the Hawaii Tiki Bowl as we get ready for half number 2. Interesting first half. Not a lot of offense. I think the defenses really shined.
Yeah, 3 turnovers. We had 2 picks and a fumble. I think you're seeing the defensive skill of these guys come through. A couple nice jobs, nice DB play. I've been impressed by the secondary play so far on the pass plays. And Connor Yates running the ball has been the highlight on the offensive side for me.
That's right. That's Gunnar Yates, the running back out of Oregon, number 21 in Navy. Very, very impressive. If he has not found a place to play at the next level, if you're a college scout or assistant coach, make some notes. This young man has certainly been impressive. Also want to mention Emeterio Hernandez, the big man up front, number 64.
2 sacks, I believe.
Dominated.
Yep. And 2 blown-up plays in the backfield, 2 tackles for losses. Pink socks, very excited, very emotional. So another big body that I think could find a place to play at the college level.
Kadarius Tave on the other side, big number 90 in white. Jason has turned a lot of heads through the first 20 minutes.
We talked about the matchup, offensive line versus defensive line. Who's going to win the battle in the trenches? Again, I think you're seeing both sides have some advantage, win some battles. And, again, the defensive linemen, hardest thing to find in college football, really good defensive linemen.
Not just a showcase either. We're seeing some of those competitive juices flow in the first half. It should only get better as we get ready for half.
Absolutely. When we get to the fourth quarter, you're going to see the guys that want to win the game. No matter what you're doing, what your future is, you want to win this game today, heading into your potentially your last high school game of your career.
Yep. Of course, Jason, you know what it's like to be in these young man's shoes. You were leaving high school, did not know where you were going to play your college football, eventually wound up in Tallahassee playing for Bobby Bowden before going to Birmingham for your junior season. But the mindset of these young men, trying to find that place, that special place, and find a college that will take them and say, hey,
like we talked about before,
where we want you.
Not everybody's going to go play at Alabama, Florida State, whatever. There's zillions of opportunities at the smaller school level. Division 2, 3, FBS level, which I know you call a lot of those games. How many of these kind of guys are the kids that come from nowhere, aren't highly recruited, aren't known about, but they get an opportunity, they take full advantage.
And, of course, that goes both ways. You've got colleges that say, hey, we need a linebacker, we need a fullback, a tight end. They come to showcases like this.
And now with the transfer portal, with kids being able to leave freely.
Makes it tougher.
Oh, makes it tougher and more opportunities.
Absolutely. Let's go down to the field now, as we will have the first sequence here offensively for the second half. You see Kekoa in the Navy and Hanohano, the honorable in the white. Hanohano will start on defense. Kekoa will have the football. And the quarterback, Porteous, impressive through the first 20 minutes. And we have a quarterback change here for Kekoa, as they come out here, 3 wide receivers. Seen 2 running backs here on just about every set.
Remember, some modifications in this All-Star game. No empty set backfields, no blitzing allowed by the defenders, no motion allowed by the offense. You're going to see a lot of stationary receivers. You're going to see a lot of press coverage. You're going to see a lot of trips formation. We're going to have a false start there. Kick off the second half.
So quarterback is Porteous here to start the second half, and things have been pretty fluid here thus far.
Yeah.
Limited practice time for both sides. Kids adjusting extremely well here.
Good job. Both teams have been a good job not being penalized. You only had a couple minor false start fouls. You haven't had much holding. You haven't had much interference, things like that you would normally see in a game where there's not been a whole lot of practice time.
Big 77, Oliver Ocampo out of Peoria, Arizona. And that makes it first down at 15, 20-yard line is where the ball is spotted. Quarterback calls his own number here. It's Porteous. He'll pick up about 5, taking it to the 25. So second down and 10 coming up. Demir Salmons out of Philadelphia, PA, made the stop.
Salmons had the pick late in the first half there. Like we talked about, we've got kids from Philadelphia, we've got kids from Maine, we got kids from Oregon, we got kids from Texas, we got kids from Saraland, Alabama. So this is a national high school all-star game that Joel Hill and the Hawaii Tiki Bowl committee have put together.
Great job by the crew here at Gridiron Productions. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, across all social media platforms. Here, quarter number 3. So Porteous works again out of the shotgun. And again, we're going to have some early movement. We'll let them line up, though. No motion allowed in this game, but just let that one slide. Play on here. Porteous with a lane to throw into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tell you what, the defense is feasting. Alex Perez climbed the ladder and brought it down.
Porteous got rocked there before he threw the ball. I believe that was number 90. I believe that was Kadarius Tave, again, who rocked Porteous right as he threw the ball. That led to the interception. Big pressure there by Tave. Porteous laboring to get up a little bit. We might have a foul here. Oh, we got wow. That's a late flag there. I did not see the flag out there. That was pretty close. I thought that was a good hit there by Tave.
And that's a big play, too, because it
keeps the trial alive. Yes.
With Kekoa.
And it gives them an automatic first down. They were in 2nd and long.
And that's something that, Jason, you have to remember, big-time college football, and at the pro level, quarterbacks are protected. Extra special.
I guess. And we're in an all-star game, so I know we want to get everybody out of here healthy. I get it. I didn't think that was late, but good pressure there by Tave. No coach is gonna be down on that. That was just good effort there. If he was late, he was just a tad late.
Keep an eye on Yates. He's the running back with the red helmet. They'll hand it to him here on first down.
Nice.
Gunnar Yates. Oh, got great balance. Look at him continue to drive. Finally ridden out of bounds by Jadarius Brown, but another good run by Gunnar Yates.
The guys, to me, he's been the star of the game on the offensive side for both teams. Yates has been elusive, been able to hit the hole, bounce it outside, show some power here. You see the balance he shows. He gets spun around a couple times. It still gains 8 yards.
So again, the courageous on the move, coached by Mike Magistrelli. 9th season he has been involved here in this Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Also coaching at St. Ambrose University.
NAIA school up in Davenport, Iowa.
Oh, nice look at Yates spinning off the tackle. Once again runs into Brown.
Folks.
And he is not going down easy.
Coaches, if you're looking for a football player, this kid's a football player. Whether he's a running back, whether you put him at DB, whether you put him somewhere, 3rd down back, this guy's a football player.
Is that why your phone's blowing up right now?
This guy can play football somewhere for somebody.
It'll be a first down from the 44. Courageous with a 3-0 lead, looking to add to it. Porteous has a man downfield, and this is in and out of the hands. Oh, that ball was thrown perfectly, just couldn't reel it in. Antonio Martinez.
Give the DB a lot of credit there. That was a great play. He was beat. Ruben Barragan was beat, and then he recovered at the last minute, got that arm in there to jar it loose. Great job by Barragan to save the touchdown because he was beat.
Have not seen a big play happen on either side. Have a chance. Let's see if we have an opportunity to see one of those before this game is done. Come close. Yates once again lining up next to Porteous. It's been all Yates on this drive. Not this time, though. That's the big man, Kadarius Tave. He got there first, Jay. Doesn't make the tackle, but he makes that play. Micah Turner cleaned it up.
Tave is really doing some damage there on the interior. Him and Hernandez on both sides as those defensive tackles are making life very miserable for the offensive linemen. The guards especially, because that's who he's dealing with, the guards and the centers.
Makes it 3rd down now. Long situation here for Jacob Porteous. So Porteous rough just a few plays ago. Okay. Now with a big open lane. Takes off, and he takes it inside the 40. tell you what, number 7, Jadarius Brown, too, very active defensively for the Honorable.
Going to set up 4th and 4 here. They're going to go for it.
Already seen a field goal by Ethan Itul. This would probably be a little out of his range, though.
Yeah, we're not kicking a 55-yard field goal, I don't believe.
If you were a kicker, you'd love it, though, wouldn't you?
I'm not sure I can make it from 55.
Of course, you were a kicker, but
well, yeah.
If you were now,
yes.
Yeah, you'd probably.
It didn't look like their range was 55 today from what I saw, but you never know.
Big play, 4th down. Hand it off. That's not going to get there.
That's
too much speed.
That is Tave again. Wow.
Number 90, Kadarius Tave, continues to put on a clinic.
The Tyler, Texas product. Earl Campbell country. I'm surprised nobody from the state of Texas has.
Watch this on the replay, Jay.
Yeah.
He lines up in the middle and busts through.
Blows through. I mean, just absolute. The quickness off the ball. Great job. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he has got some quickness. Look at Tave. He's short. He's not the tallest guy in the world, and maybe that's the issue that he's dealing with is his height. But that kid, again, football player. That kid's a football player. Nice job, Tave.
See you, Fiera, there on the sideline as well, congratulating him. And it's back to business. Hand it now to Elijah Edwards. Edwards going to be stacked up as he got it to the 43, and that'll pick up a little more than 1. So, Hanohano still yet to get on the board. They've moved it up and down the field. It's just when that field shortens up, Jay, that's when things really become tough in an all-star game.
Yeah, they've kind of bogged down once they got inside the 40 on each side. They've kind of bogged down a little bit. And again, you're not going to see a lot. You're going to have an offsides here on the defense, I believe, an encroachment. Again, when you don't have practice time, when you don't have time to scheme up and draw up different plays, it's much easier for the defense to defend some of that stuff.
So mark it 5 yards ahead for Hanohano. And Whitson going with the hard count that time. Able to draw the courageous offside. 2nd down here. Midway through the 3rd quarter. Hanohano, the team in white, still trying to register some points. Whitson hands it off. Good stutter step there by Edwards, but it's not going to get much. Maybe got back to his original line of scrimmage.
It's Micah Bray there. Nice job by 52. Again, defensive line is really starting. You're starting to see the talent of the defensive line on both sides take over this game and really eat up the running game on the interior.
See number 52 there, Lubbock Baker, big man at right guard. Direct snap, no. Nasir Canty was able to make something happen in that first half for the Honorable. It goes right straight into that line. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. And what do? They're going to go for it here.
Yeah, you go here. It's an all-star game, man. We're not here to punt. We're going for it. Let's go.
Nasir Canty, little wildcat.
He's going to make it.
Canty gets a block.
Big run.
Takes it ahead, 1st down.
Nice job there blocking on the exterior there by the slot and the outside receiver to hold up their DB to allow Canty to make the move inside to get the 1st down.
First and 10. 42-yard line. It's Canty. Canty with that good second effort. 64. Able to trip him up. Good play again. It was Hernandez on the interior.
Again, Hernandez continues to show up on these drives. The pink socks. I like the pink socks. Again, another big body on the interior. We've really seen some good defensive tackle play here today.
57 next to him, Kelvin Squires, all the way from the state of Washington. Whitson now, a little conversation with Canty on a 2nd down and 8. Canty, they are feeding number 4 here, and he'll pick up about 3 to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Just again, good defensive line play by the front seven. You got the linebacker. Remember, we're only allowed to play a 4-down alignment. We're not allowed to blitz. You really can't play a 5-down lineman, a 3-4. It's got to be a straight 4-3, basically alignment. So again, linebackers are doing a good job filling as the defensive linemen are eating up the offensive blockers.
Mark it at the 38. Big situation here for Connor Whitson, looking for points. The honorable marching. Oh, incomplete. Again, it was intended for Brown, but coverage was there, and 7 just could not reel it in.
Yeah, that's a misfire there. That's one you got to hit there. He's open. He had a first down. He had some room to run on the crossing route. That's a missed throw there by Porteous.
So 4th down, they'll go for it once more. Remember, they ran it last time with Canty. Let's see if they do it again. 3 wide receivers. That hard count once again from Whitson, trying to get that courageous D-line to bite once more. Big play here at the Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Canty has his number called. 1st down. Hanohano. Biggest play of the game, they come through.
Big run there by Canty. That was a powerful run because when he got first contacted, he was 2 to 3 yards short of that 1st down. He ran through the first tackle and willed his way to that 1st down. Nice job there by Canty.
Now they put it on 4 shoulders once again. Stop that time. He was able to surge forward. Carson Joe playing both ways here this afternoon. Made the tackle. It's a 4-yard gain.
Again, one of the key elements about a lot of these players in this game. A lot of these guys play multiple positions or playing both ways. You know, what they're used to having to do for their high school team. And again, more versatility is going to make them more valuable to a college program to fill in somewhere on their roster.
Best drive of the game for the Hanohano Honorable. Knocking on the door, looking for their first points. Whitson, again, his running backs, taking on the load, surging forward. Elijah Edwards that time, all the way from Carrollton, Texas. He is shifty, he is tough.
And you definitely see the offensive philosophy on this drive. We're going to run the ball in the interior. We're going to keep the ball in between the tackles. We're going to let our offensive linemen do some work.
3rd down and 1. And likely 4-down territory here for the Honorable. Not so sure they would attempt to tie it here, but we are going to find out. We come to the end of quarter number 3 here at the Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Entertaining game. And even though it's 3-0, it's been fun on both sides. So Camping World Stadium, the site. Drew Fellios, Jason Powers, great to have all of you with us here on YouTube, wherever you're watching, however you're watching, here across all platforms, as this production brought to you by Gridiron Productions.
No, they're doing a great job, and again, this is a busy stadium. The stadium has been used for many, many big games over the years. It's a big pleasure and honor to be in this stadium. You know, these kids are probably the biggest stadium they've ever probably played in their careers here in Orlando, and again, let's give credit to Joel Hill for putting on this bowl game. What a job he does. He starts this process back in March. They recruit the players. These kids kind of they start that whole process from basically March to May is kind of their process of selecting who are going to play in these games throughout the years.
And you mentioned Camping World Stadium. Since 1936, that's when this venue was first constructed. All through the years, you think back to it was the former host of UCF football, right. Orlando City Soccer when they first started.
One of your faves, WrestleMania.
Absolutely. Ric Flair's retirement match was here against Shawn Michaels. Took a super kick right to the chin. Inside the 20. Now, Camping World Stadium. Again, the Pro Bowl also.
The Nature Boy always comes back after the super kick. He always gets up. You were woohooing on the field in the pregame.
Hey, I was feeling good, man. Football on a Monday.
That's it.
Love it. Nasir Canty, the running back once again. Connor Whitson has taken every snap here for Hanohano at quarterback. Whitson surveying the field. He'll take off. Number 10 takes the slide at the 15. He saw about 3 defenders waiting for him.
Wisely.
Yeah,
Very smart.
Stared down Braden Heath.
And a nice job by the defensive guys for not hitting them.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there. I don't think you're going to see any more fake slides, especially
Kenny Pickett style.
at the college level.
Yes, they outlawed that. They changed the
I
rule.
think rightfully so.
Yes,
too.
I agree with that. No, I agree.
Second down. Whitson fakes it, tosses it over the middle, incomplete. Oh, had a man for a moment. Just couldn't get it to him. Play was well designed that time, and it was Jackson Shirley out of Ardmore, Oklahoma, the intended target.
Yep. He had him for just a smidge. If he'd have thrown it right on his chest, he'd have been a catch. Just a bit high, and again, hard to have this kind of rhythm and camaraderie and the chemistry with these receivers. You only thrown to them for a couple days here, and probably not a whole lot of routes, just a couple of basic routes that you're throwing. So it's hard to have that chemistry.
Not a lot of options in that playbook for either team. You got to have players who are really understand the game, who are mature, can make good decisions, and we've certainly seen that here in this Hawaii Tiki Bowl. So one more game coming up a little bit later, and cannot wait to bring you that one as well. Another great matchup here in this two-game series of the Hawaii Tiki Bowl, as we're going to see the Lokahai Unity taking on the Strength out of the Akaikai. Cannot wait for that.
Can you pronounce that one again?
Did my best. Third down. Toss it.
That's candy.
End zone touchdown. Jackson Shirley comes down with it, and Hanohano is on the scoreboard.
Canty playing Wildcat quarterback with the nice throw. We think he's going to be running the Wildcat, and all of a sudden he drops back and does his best Tim Tebow impression. Throws it over the top to Shirley for 6.
Able to draw those linebackers up.
Yep.
30 was wide open. Good instincts.
I wonder if that play design was called right up there on the sidelines right there, if that was drawn up on basically in the dirt over there on the sidelines. I don't think they probably practiced that play. I bet that was drawn up right over there in that timeout.
Have a feeling you're right. Charlie Ferris now on for the extra point. So the honorable.
This is an important extra point because this guarantees they have to score a touchdown if he makes it to get beat.
And the kick is up and it is through. So 7-3 here in the Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Hanohano, they stick to the plan. Took them 3 quarters plus to get their first points, Jay, but finally they find gold here at Camping World.
Canty was the key there on that drive. Some big runs. He had the big run at the end of the third quarter to get that first down on 4th down. And again, Canty finished off the drive there with the nice touchdown touch pass to Jackson Shirley.
Hawaii Tiki Bowl, place to showcase your skills. If you are a high school junior heading into next season, you feel like you want to play at that next level, this would be a great place to showcase.
Yeah, reach
those
out,
skills.
Look them up, reach out to them, find out what the qualifications are to get to be considered to be selected. Again, most of these kids are paying their own way to come here. They're paying the expense to travel to Orlando for the 3 or 4 days. So there's opportunity out there. And again, Division II. It's not all about Division I football. It's Division II, Division III, FBS. I know you do a lot of FBS. You just finished the national championship of the NAIA over the weekend, so you saw a lot of great players in that level of play as well.
Yeah, tremendous game we saw on Saturday night. Durham, North Carolina was the site, and it was Morningside and Grandview. Morningside gets their 3rd national championship in the last 4 years. Just a great game, though. Great atmosphere in downtown Durham.
Coach Magistrelli knows the coaches from Morningside as well. They
Absolutely.
were commenting on what good guys they are and guys from that part of the country.
Yeah, the Midwest, such a hotbed for NAIA schools. All right, back to business here. Jacob Porteous and Kekoa, they've got some work to do.
Nice.
Dump this one off.
Nice.
Well-designed play. A lot of room to work up to the 40. And down right there.
I think it's Coleman there.
That's Dwayne Coleman, running back out of Farmersville, California. Seeing lots of different weapons showcased on both sides. So that's a pickup of 16 yards.
That's California kid. Porteous is from California as well. Nice job on the dump out to Coleman, who runs for about 16.
It's good to see here in the fourth quarter, still different players getting their first touch.
There we go. Coleman.
There's another really, really fast running back, and we're getting a good chance to see Dwayne Coleman here in the flesh.
Might have a hold here on the right side of the offensive line. Yeah, this one's coming back.
Jay, you are an official of high school football as well.
Yep.
What are the officials looking for when they call a holding penalty?
They're looking for the egregious grabbing outside of the shoulder pads, reaching around, hooking. You'll see a lot of offensive linemen. They'll have them engaged, but when that defensive lineman tries to scrape past them, they don't ever let go. You got to let go when that defensive lineman is trying to get loose. They're going to let you hold initially, but when that guy tries to get loose, you got to let him go. And usually it's a little bit of fatigue sometimes with linemen. They get to grabbing, they're beat, the guy beats them to the spot, so they feel like they got to hold them to the opportunity.
Porteous looking down the middle. Oh, the ball is caught. Collision right there.
That's a good call. That's going to be a helmet to helmet. The back judge with the foul. That's a good call there.
That was reeled in by Cameron Charles that time
Nice
out
catch.
of Los Angeles, California.
That is a tight window he made. That Porteous dropped that ball in there on the crossing route. Yeah, you're going to see the helmet to helmet. Oh yeah, you got to call that. Not intentional,
Exactly.
Not intentional, but you have to call that as a foul.
Nothing malicious. Demir Salmons.
Yep.
There's going to be flagged.
Yep, you got to call that. Good call by the official.
Officials getting together.
That should be a helmet to helmet. Yeah, it should be a helmet to helmet. Now they're talking about it. They might wave this one off. Yep, nope. Yep. Again, it wasn't egregious, but it was enough to warrant a foul. And again, the number one thing here today, Drew, is we want to get everybody out here safe. We don't want anybody to be injured.
So first down from the 41. Critical drive here for Kekoa. Just over 7 minutes to play. Porteous trying to lead that drive. Hands off.
Coleman.
And not much there. And I'll tell you what, big number 90, Kadarius Tave, again, he's just sort of blows up the play. He was in the backfield, Jay, right as that ball was being handed off.
He strung that play out. That play got strung out completely because of Tave's penetration, which, again, allowed the cornerback to step up and let the weak side linebacker here on this side of the field force him out of bounds and create a 2-yard loss. Great job by Tave.
Number 90 is not huge.
Quick.
Just cat quick. Very instinctive. Always in the right place. Second down now after the loss. And it's Porteous. Sizing
Tave
things
again.
up. Tave coming after him. Porteous lets it go. Intercepted at the 33. Ball taken in by Jadarius Brown. Once again, a turnover. Hanohano does it as they've done it all day long.
Tave didn't intercept it, but Tave created the interception. The penetration up the middle again, once again, caused the bad throw off his back foot, just throws it up, and Brown reels it in and thwarts another Kekoa drive. What a job by Tave on the penetration.
Defense, and more defense from Hanohano. The Honorable gave up a field goal in the first quarter, and they have not blinked since.
As of right now, Tave has my MVP vote. He is clearly the MVP of this game, in my opinion.
It'd be really cool, too, for a defensive lineman to get an honor like that. Try and run the football here.
No, nice.
Elijah Edwards. Good second effort, not going down easy.
And if you're Kekoa, you got to do what Hanohano's done to you, you got to turn the ball over here. You got to rip a ball out. They're probably not going to throw the ball much here. This is going to be you're at the 6-minute mark. You're going to try to put together a couple first downs here if you're Hanohano to run the clock. You got to rip the ball out here if you're Kekoa.
See Michael Tomaselli coming on to the field. Chase Watts now the quarterback, so it's been Whitson and Watts pulling the strings for the Honor Bowl. Watts hands it off. Once again, it's 21. It's Edwards. Edwards, tell you what, got great ability to make those cuts, Jay. Stops on an absolute dime and keeps it going.
Yeah, that play was not designed to bounce outside. That play was designed to go up between the guard and the center. Nice job by Edwards bouncing it outside, gets a gain of about 4, setting up a 3rd and 1.
And now, guess who? Another Wildcat, Nasir Canty. This has been his situation all afternoon long.
He ain't throwing it here. Yeah.
Just put the head down, get what you need, move the chains.
Keep the clock running.
What a weapon to have, Nasir Canty. Tell you what, we are seeing some really good players.
We are.
If you're a college coach watching this broadcast here today, I mean, you are going to come away with some ideas and some new phone calls to make.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is prime recruiting season these next couple of months, especially for your Division II, Division III schools, FBS schools. This is the time when you can find players that have fell through the cracks.
Caden Roden right there, number 13, wearing that big arm cast on the left elbow. Chase Watts to Canty. Canty going to be taken down. Nice job. That's how you want to go after a big guy like that, Jay. Do not try and tackle him up high. Try and go down low.
And the interesting story about these kids is every one of these kids has their own unique story, whether it's a little bit too small, a little bit too light, maybe they had an academic problem, maybe they had an off-the-field problem. Every kid has their own little story of maybe why they're not getting recruited or maybe not getting recruited by the schools they think they should be getting recruited by. Again, human interest stories. We see these all over the country throughout all levels of football.
Hand it off again. No, rather swing it out this time. It's going to be incomplete. So a play that was pretty well designed, and Jackson Shirley was the intended receiver. So if you are...
Here's your chance, Kekoa, 3rd and long here.
Just about to say, if you are Hanohano here, Jay, do you keep it on the ground, keep showcasing your ball carriers, or try and put it up?
I run the ball here, run the clock a little bit, make them burn a timeout, punt the ball. Kekoa's not shown the ability to be able to go 75 yards and score a touchdown, so I would be very conservative here. If you are going to throw it, make it a very safe throw. At worst, you punt the ball.
Hand it off. And a good plan. Elijah Edwards. What a run.
Or just give it to Edwards and let him go make a first down for you on a play that really didn't have any business of getting 8 or 10 yards.
He simply makes his own lanes. Elijah Edwards. It's been the shiftiness of Edwards and the power of Canty that have done the trick offensively.
Not a great job by Kekoa on the defense. The linebackers really oversold the penetration to the right. And a nice job by Edwards cutting the ball back across the grain to get the first down.
Critical first down there by the Honorable. They lead 7-3 here in the Hawaii Tiki Bowl. Just a few minutes left. And again, tell you what, he is taking over this game right now. Elijah Edwards out of Carrollton, Texas. You know, running back from Texas to be here, he's going to bring the speed, but the talent, the shiftiness, the vision, impressive.
And a super smart thing he just did from a mental perspective. He fell down in bounds. He didn't run out of bounds. He knew to keep the clock running. He fell down. He gained 8, got down, stayed in bounds.
You think a college coach is going to notice that?
Yep.
As you said, Jay, smarts, intelligence, so
football
important.
Smarts.
Yep. A football IQ.
Yep. Knowing the situation. We've seen many times.
Watts this time tries to take it himself. Had to get to the 37. I think going to be about a yard short.
If you remember Georgia, Alabama, the running back from Georgia ran out of bounds. No, it was Auburn, Alabama. The Auburn could have beat Alabama. The guy runs out of bounds, gives Alabama a free 40 seconds and a timeout, which that timeout then came back to roost in the Iron Bowl just a few weeks back.
So timeout on the field here at Camping World Stadium. Drew Fellios, Jason Powers here at the Hawaii Tiki Bowl, a senior showcase for some of the top high school talent across the country, from California to Texas, far north as well, Pennsylvania, Maine represented, Wyoming. Of course, the great state of Florida. We'll see a couple Floridians in our next contest. Definitely looking forward to that.
This is your moment here, Kekoa. It's 3rd and 1. If you get a first down here, if you're Hanohano, you're going to be able to run the clock out. So this is probably it if you don't get a stop here if you're Kekoa. And guess who's in the backfield? Our man, Mr. Canty, in that Wildcat formation again.
Nasir Canty. Let's see if he'll just try and put this game to bed. Canty. Snap was a little bit low. He powers right through there and picks up a first down. Needed 1, got 4.
That probably will do it, to be honest. Unless they turn the ball over and cough it up, they should be able to run this clock pretty much out. Another big run there by Canty on 3rd and 1. Again, give credit to that offensive line for Hanohano. Anytime they've needed that third down and short yardage, they've been able to muster up the power and the physicality to get it done.
Nothing pretty here for Hanohano.
Nice tackle.
It's Canty, though. He is met behind the line of scrimmage. Noah Noyola out of
Big
Hanford,
hit.
California. Shot through.
Big hit there on Canty by Noyola. Stood him up. Very good form tackle right there. Got Canty to the ground for a gain of 1.
And the second half, this Kekoa defense, they've been on the field for an awfully long time.
Yep.
And timeout called here with 1:16 to play. So
and these kids probably haven't played a game in a while, so there's conditioning probably issues are probably setting in for some of these kids. They probably haven't played a game in 5 or 6 weeks for some of these kids.
Kekoa trying to just stop the clock here, get one more crack at it. Offensively, going to have to go a long way. They got the weapons to make it happen, but again,
running out of time and timeouts.
Yeah, time certainly critical.
If you're Kekoa, you got to try to gang tackle here, and the second guy in has got to try to rip the ball out. You got to hold them up and then have that second guy in try to knock it free.
Elijah Edwards.
And look what he did again. Stayed in bounds. What a job by Edwards. Smart football player. Got the yards, got the first down, and got down.
So it's been Edwards here in the second half, shining for Hanohano. And one more look at the move, just stopping on a dime again, and then the speed to get outside. And that's going to just about put this game to bed here. 45 seconds now to play. Edwards in the Wildcat. Edwards will take it.
Stay in bounds.
Great stiff arm. He'll be dragged down at the 12. So good play again by Noyola. 30 seconds to play. A tough break here for Kekoa. Led for most of the game, but Hanohano sticking to the plan and eventually coming up with a great draw it up in the dirt play call, Jay.
Canty to Shirley on the little Wildcat throw. So nice job nice coaching job by Coach Chris up there over there drawing it up in the dirt. Got 5 seconds to go. We got a timeout. So we're gonna have one more down here, but yeah, nice job there drawing it up on the sideline during that timeout by Coach Chrisup, because I'm pretty positive that wasn't part of the practice script in their 2 days of practice.
Have to remember, about half of these players will go on to the next level, play college football, and the other half will ride off into the sunset, make this their final memory.
Yep.
Of their high school careers. Either way, we salute all of these young men. And they have represented their schools, their states, very, very well here this afternoon. Big number 90 is in on the offensive line, Kadarius Tave. I think he wants to maybe get one more block in before we finish up. And that's going to be the final play. At 64, not going to let him score. Emeterio Hernandez riding the back. And that is going to do it. The Hanohano Honorable will win it 7-3 over Kekoa, and an entertaining game on both sides.
Absolutely. No, great effort by all these kids. They played with good sportsmanship. They didn't do anything stupid, anything dirty during the game. A lot of good stuff, a lot of quality players. And again, you'll see a lot of these kids play at various levels of college football moving on here in the fall. of 2022. So, nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody came out healthy, it looks like, no injuries. So I think, again, quality job by Coach Magistrelli and Coach Crisp putting together the game plan here in the short period of time. And then you got, and obviously we're going to have 2 more teams coming up here not too long after this one. But a great start here to the Hawaii Tiki Bowl with a 7-3 final.
So hope you enjoyed it as Hanohano defeats Kekoa. Much more coming up here at the 2021 Hawaii Tiki Bowl from Camping World Stadium in about 20 minutes. So stick with us here. Gridiron Productions is the place, and we'll have game number 2 coming up shortly. We'll step aside, and you stay tuned.